Hey everybody, thank you very much for tuning in once again. It's Tony back with you with 5 more titles out of my sci-fi collection. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's rolling along quite nicely, this. I'm pulling some titles that are close to my heart out. There's absolutely loads more to go through yet. So we'll go through this 5 today. We're starting off with, again, these 2 guys can do no wrong for me. It's World's End. This was the 3rd and final film in the Cornetto trilogy. Basically, it's an Invasion of the Body Snatchers rip-off, but it works really well. It's like a sentient being that's come down and turning everybody into sort of androids, cyborgs, like one mind kind of thing. Absolutely brilliant. I love Nick Frost. I love Simon Pegg, and the other actors in this. It's a really good cast of actors in this, as well as. I hope they do something together again. I mean, that the last thing we got was sort of the ghost chasing thing that that Nick Frost did on which streaming service was that? Amazon Prime. Yeah, so I hope they do something together soon, because when these 2 guys come together, it's brilliant. You know what I mean? The stuff's fantastic. So that's World's End. Bit of a franchise run now. We've got Predator. Needs no introduction. You know what I mean? Absolutely fucking brilliant. I love this franchise. I've talked about it previously. I've talked about it in live streams and other videos and all kinds of stuff. But I cut my teeth on this kind of stuff when I was younger. Phenomenal. Love the film. Love Arnold in this. Love the rest of the cast. It works really well. But for me, this is where my heart's at, and my heart's with Predator 2. I think this is an absolutely underappreciated fucking gem. It worked for me on every level. I probably watched, or I did watch this one more than Predator. As much as I love Predator, I love Predator 2 more. And some people look at me sometimes and think I'm mental for saying that. But there's just everything about this. The way the Predator looks, the weaponry that he's got, the sort of concrete urban jungle that he's in instead of it being a physical jungle. The fact that he's taking no prisoners, he's killing drug dealers, he's killing policemen, he's killing rival gangs, he's fucking killing everybody. He doesn't care. And the final sort of chase scene that leads up to it, he's amazingly good. So that's Predator 2. And then when they announced this, I was over the moon. Predators. Watched it, was a bit and ahhing about it, came on a home release, came in physical media. Bought a copy on Blu-ray, and to be honest, I love it. It is really good. I like the fact that it takes you away from Earth and it puts you on another planet. I like the fact that it drops other characters in that have been chosen and picked for a certain reason for the Predators to hunt. Because these guys are the most badass of the badass sort of thing. You've got career criminals, you've got Black Forces agents, you've got all kinds of stuff going on, and it works really well for me. I really enjoy it. Everything else in the Predator franchise, I can give a take. Predators. The reason it's not on here is I do own a copy, but I think it's shit. Alien vs Predator, Alien vs Predator Requiem, I just do not like them as films. They piss me off. It could have been so much better with that AVP franchise, but it's not. So for me, that's where it sort of finishes his Predators. And last but not least, great little flick from when I was younger, this, Daryl. This is about a kid who's found like abandoned, wandering around on a mountain road, and a couple of people take him in and foster him, start to look after him, and he's really clever, he's really good at sports, way cleverer than he should be for a 10-year-old boy. And it turns out that he's not a boy, he's in fact a prototype artificial intelligence unit great film. Don't hear enough people talk about it. Again, probably deserved a better release than a standard release like Fabulous put out like this. I do like Fabulous because they do put out a lot of stuff like this. And it is generally cheaper than the UK. But I think films like this, you know what I mean? Arrow should be picking this kind of stuff up, you know what I mean? If they can do weird science and stuff like that and the Burbs and, you know what I mean? Shit, man. Put Daryl out. Put War Games out, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's the 5 for this episode. We had World's End, Predator, Predator 2, Predators, and Daryl. Again, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.